All right, so today is Thursday, and this is going to be our last day working on our personal statement. At this point, you should have a rough draft on our document there, and now you're working on honing that, making it better, and you'll be submitting it all together. So your final draft will be on the worksheet itself. So now it's time to proofread. And I do give you a checklist on the document, but there's also some information here in the course in 12.04 to help you out. So let's just take a quick look. Okay, so one thing that you might want to check out in the OLS is under 12.04, revising a first draft. It asks you to take a look at the word choices that you're using in your first draft and making sure that if you have any bland or non-specific language that you substitute it with more vivid language, with language that's more precise or concrete. So that would be something, for example, that you would look at in your first draft and maybe try and fix for your final draft. And of course, you also want to proofread. Sometimes, for me personally, it helps me to actually read out loud what I've written. And I can sometimes when I do that, I can see what mistakes I've made and go back and fix them, or even have your learning coach or someone in your family take a look at what you wrote and see if they can find any errors. That would be also super helpful. And if you take a look at our personal statement document here, before you write your final draft, there are some tips here for revising, and there is a checklist that I'd actually like you to fill out that will help you revise for your final. And where it says here, does your personal statement have either an implicit or an explicit thesis? I wouldn't worry. We didn't really talk too much about implicit versus explicit. So for here, I would just focus on you have a thesis and that it's clearly stated, and that's fine. You don't need to worry too much about that. All right, so you have a checklist here. One is for proofreading and one is for revising. It's actually kind of separated. And then here is where you're going to write your final draft, your more new improved draft. And that is this whole thing is what you're going to be submitting in 12.04. Okay, so if you have any questions, again, email me. I'll be checking them in the evening, and have a wonderful day.